Master of US Studies is the only master's program of its kind in Australia, and it's offered jointly by the United States Studies Centre and the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences.
The Master of US Studies is broken into different components. The first part is the fundamentals, which gives students the key knowledge necessary for understanding the United States. From there, they're able to branch off and explore their own interests.
Well, the United States is still the global superpower, so even with the rise of China, the United States continues to dominate, not just politically and economically, but also in terms of its culture.
As part of the Master of US Studies, students can either go and intern in the United States or intern within Australia. They can also take the opportunity to do a longer research project.
I was offered the opportunity to go to Washington and do an internship on the Hill, and finding out that I was going to Washington is the day I'll never forget. It was an opportunity to be right where I wanted and to put everything that I'd learnt into practice.
What we want people to do is have a historical understanding of the United States so that they can understand what's going on in the contemporary US. So big issues like the role and size of government, the separation between church and state, so issues of religion. There's an ongoing tension between the pursuit of individual liberty and the pursuit of collective justice. Issues like American exceptionalism and the American dream.
So we have a diverse range of students, some freshly out of undergraduate, some are returning to study after a longer break. But the one thing that all our students have in common is a passion for the United States and a desire to take their career to the next level.
Making a career change after 10 years of being in investment banking and small business was substantially harder than I thought. And the US Studies Centre gave me so many different avenues to change my career narrative, and I'm quite sure that that counted when I applied for a job in print journalism.
It's my dream to be a Washington correspondent, and I feel like by doing this Master of US Studies, I've given myself an edge in the future.
As part of my degree, I did an exchange at the University of Texas, and it was there where I did an internship working on a congressional campaign, and that was where I met the people, I guess, who I ended up working with on the presidential campaign.
The more I prepared for class, the more I could engage in the discussions. They were amongst the most exciting and interesting discussions I've had in my life. They were the highlights of my week. I looked forward to our classes. Not least of which because the lecturers conducted them so well and so intelligently.
Everyone around me has a journalism degree, and so I decided that I wanted to put myself apart from everyone else, have a specialty, and because I just loved US politics so much, I just wanted to do this course.
Well, the personal highlight for me was getting to actually have lunch with the president himself, which was probably a bit of a West Wing moment for me.
The strength of the degree really flowed from the strengths of the US Studies Centre. There was a constant stream of high-profile visitors to the centre, people for whom you would never otherwise get to meet or talk to.
And it's valuable friendships, but it's connections for the future as well.
Without my master's degree, I wouldn't have been able to go over and work on the president's campaign. It really did give me the fundamental understanding of how the US political system works.
I highly recommend the Master of US Studies to anyone who's interested in America. I started with very high expectations, and I'm very happy to report that the centre met all of them.